Okay, welcome to this week's episode of Master Local Marketing with a special guest today. His name is Alex. We're going to bring him into the stream here. Hello, Alex. Can you unmute yourself at your end, please?
I have done that.
There we go. How are you, Alex?
Things are good. Things are good. Somewhat hectic, but we can't complain. We are happy to help businesses stay alive and bring their business to their customers in these tough times.
So maybe we'll go back to where you and I first got connected. This goes back to DD27, Digital Dealer 27 in Las Vegas. And we happened to be both exhibiting there in one booth and right beside the other booth. That's where we first met. And we started talking about, the different technologies and trends, what your company did, what our company did, RevGen Apps. And we quickly were able to put together some connections. Maybe take the story from that point on and where it evolved. And
Yeah, I think it was really serendipitous that we were exhibiting next to each other at Digital Dealer, because we as a company have focused on video from early days. This was like 3-4 years ago when we first started. And at that time, we were saying video is going to be the communication means of the future, and businesses will bring their showroom, their practice to their customers at their customer's home or workplace for the convenience, for the ability to connect instantly to obviate the need for extensive travel. And I think you were already working with the various chambers of commerce, bringing solutions to small and medium-sized businesses, the chamber members, and we immediately saw that connection that you would allow us to expand our footprint and help a broader set of businesses that could be small retailers, an accountant that's doing taxes, a retail shop that's selling some specialized items that need to be seen before you can buy it or looked at and discussed. And until this Corona event happened and we all got sheltered in place, we at one side, we were looking at this as that this type of digital transformation is coming, and businesses will more and more open a virtual storefront for them to bring their business to their customers. And that's what we had built our solution for. And while it has been pretty bad for everybody that the Corona hit, we are still lucky that it hit today as opposed to 20 years ago. Because can you imagine you would pay $4 a minute for a long distance audio call? You would read the newspaper and all you had was what you watched on TV. There was no Netscape. Netscape, forget Netscape. There was no Chrome. There was no Amazon where you could order anything online. There was no such video call technology. There was no bandwidth. So we are lucky at some level that it hit today as opposed to 20 years ago. Now the question becomes, what are the things we need to implement so that if this happens in another 20 years, life can almost go on as normal? So that's that part of that digital transformation. And we think we play a role in that because we all know what an 800 number is, right? So if you have the phone device, you can just dial it. So what we have done at one site is replace that phone number with the URL, right? So it's basically a link. It can be in your email signature that people can click on. You can SMS it to people they can click on. Or it can be in your address book that if you want to call one site, all you need to do is click that link. Or you go to one site's website and in the lower right corner, there is a call us button that expands. You can call the sales or business department. You go to contact us, you see my name, and I encourage your audience to actually do that because we are our first customer. We would love to talk to our prospects and people who are interested in us. You find my picture, you click the button underneath it, and my devices will ring. So the video solution, maybe if you want, I can take this conversation there for a minute, because there are 4 distinct use cases in video applications. Right?
Well, yeah, before you go into that, Aleks, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a demo is worth 10,000. And when you showed me how it worked in Las Vegas at Digital Dealer 27, I absolutely fell in love with the simplicity and the ease, and I understood exactly what it meant. So is there something that we can do to do some sort of a live demonstration or something close to it?
What we could do is I can share my screen.
Okay.
And what I have done is I have shared it. I'm assuming you are able to see it. So that's our website. And so this basically is that if you come to our website and if you click sales department button, there are 3 people on that line. All of our devices will ring, and I have the option of picking it up anywhere. Or you can come to our contact page, you can find me, and you can give me a video call. Maybe what we could do, Mark, if you want, is you can call me, and then we can see how this whole thing comes together. Okay. Now, it's going to be funny that we are both on the webinar and we are broadcasting, but go ahead.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, so I'm calling you right now.
And I have an incoming call. I have the call coming in on my cell phone, and it says Mark is calling, and I have it on my desktop. I have a choice. Since I want you guys to see this, I'm going to pick it up on my cell phone. I mean, on my desktop, right? And it is essentially as simple as this, right? You can go to the browser to 1site's website, find the contact, click the button under my picture, and you will be talking to me.
So just like that, we have an instant video communication call. I did not have to add you as a friend or download an app or do anything. All I did is I clicked on the link on the button for you, and it instantly connected me directly to you with a live call. Now, I'm on an Android device, and I believe you're on, are you on iPhone?
I actually picked it up on my desktop so that I can screen share in this session. And I was showing that, you know, I have the ability to put dots on the pic. I mean, I can click and point at things on the screen. Let me stop sharing for a second. If need be, I can go back to that. During the call, I can take pictures. The picture is taken with the other side's camera. I can point at things. There is a text chatting side where we can text chat, we can upload. And it's like it's the next best thing to be physically in the same room with your clients.
Right? So Aleks, can you give us an example? Let's say, you know, a car dealership that has 5 salespeople and the dealership runs an ad for cars. Mm-hmm. How does that get structured when a customer sees an ad on the website and they click talk to a sales rep or take a live view of this car? Tell us what happens next.
So what happens is if you can send an email to all of your existing clients, and that's actually a popular marketing campaign saying, hey, we are short on Mazda 323s. Do you want to trade your car in? Give us a video call, show us your car. We'll give you an estimate. We'll give you a Carfax report. So that gives an incentive to the end customer to call in with video. In that conversation, when they click on that button for that marketing campaign, we'll have trained a couple salespeople, or maybe this can be an outsourced organization that's fielding the initial call. We have both use cases. When a customer clicks on it in real time, at that moment, multiple devices will ring. Whichever sales rep is available will pick up the call. And that sales rep is essentially going to get the lead. It's then a conversation because it's all about building a relationship, making eye contact. That is the key differentiator of a video conversation online than a very impersonal text chat, where as a car buyer, when I see a like AI chatbot, it's like, why should I talk to them? Yeah. But if I actually see a real personable person that I can talk to and make eye contact, then I'm willing to engage. And that also gives the dealerships the ability to build a relationship with me. Because otherwise, I'm going to go to a whole bunch of websites, I will do my homework, and it will only come down to the price. And I'm going to make a decision based on price. I will negotiate the hell out of that. And the same thing applies in all other verticals. If you have a retail store selling specialized goods, you do want to have the ability to tell your customers or clients why you are different, why as an accountant you can provide better service. And what better way of convincing your customers that, hey, I'm actually going to make eye contact with you and you do matter for me. My furniture in my showroom, I will walk with you. You can show me your living room. I'll tell you which furniture will work best for you. Or I'm a kitchen designer. We can look at your kitchen. I'll give you some options. We'll get onto the desktop. We'll look at a couple ideas, and we can do all of this online. I'm in my place. You are in your place. And as the relationship evolves, as we come closer to transaction, maybe even the transaction is consumed online, and whatever service or product is can get shipped. Or we ultimately may need to arrange for me to pick up a car, or you send me via UPS and so forth, whatever it is that I bought.
So I know that when we first started, we structured a very exclusive and unique offer for chamber members. So your service normally is $99 per month for the ability to run this solution in it's almost enterprise level call center, but for video calls. And the $99 per month allows the system to simultaneously ring on 5 different devices. We were able to work out something that if you are a chamber member and you do work with revgenapps.com, that $99 becomes $39 per month. But you've taken it one step further during COVID-19. Can you explain to us what this COVID-19 promotion is?
Yeah, I mean, so we realize that these are tough times. So we are trying to do our share to help businesses. So what we decided to do is we're going to bring it all the way down to $10 per month during this shelter in place, or what I call, it's going to be an extended limited mobility phase, for people to be able to just get a line, get going, and start using our platform. You do have a good point, is that in the back end for a business, we are like a call center. We have significant amount of capabilities, from call recording to back-end IT integrations capabilities and so forth. We can even set up branded instances. But a lot of small businesses do not need all those extended capabilities. So what we decided to do is, it's $10 a month. You can get a line and you can use it, and you can start using it so that you have the immediate benefits. And then from there, if you want, you can scale. We'll be here to work with you to give you best practices. So I think you have that link on your website for them to go and sign up. And if you come to our website, there is a banner at the top. It says, shelter in place, bring your business to your customers. Click on that, and if you come sign up through there, you will find the $10 one-line package.
So I'll share the screen. This is on our website, revgenapps.com. It's a page that talks about the one site offer. And this is the current temporary promo. If you put the word chamber member on sign up, it will take you from the $99 per month to $10 per month. So this is the way to access this $10 per month. Now, this will be good for 6 months, correct, Aleks?
Yes. So, I mean, let's get started. We'll look at the impact of the economy. We are good with it for 6 months. And at that point in time, I'm sure you will want to have more than one line in the system anyway. So if you go to 11 Site's website, you will see we have multiple packages. We'll always work with the RevGen apps to create a structure that makes most sense for RevGen apps chamber members. But at this time, we realize people need something, and something now. There was all this hope that this would go away maybe in April, maybe by Easter. I think it's going to be over by 2021 or 2022 Easter. I think the US president was correct, at least about the Easter deadline, not the year. Yeah. But between now and then, we as businesses have to do what we need to do. And this is at least one of the tools with which you can bring your showroom, your storefront, your practice to your customers and your clients.
So another example that we talked about, Aleks, was in like repairing photocopiers or appliances. If you're a company that sells photocopiers or an appliance or something that people put in the home, you can put a sticker on the appliance that says, for service, scan here, scan the QR code, which would immediately initiate a live call, or for service, go to 11.to me/ whatever your URL is. And then when the customer has a problem or a challenge, they'll immediately be able to connect with somebody from support or from service, and then with their phone show what the problem is and explain what the problem is, or put on the model number of the device or the unit that they're talking to. It saves so much time and effort from a support capacity. Have you seen that being implemented?
Yes,
as well?
Actually, we do have several customers that have hardware in the field. And even before this pandemic, they were using our solution, because if there is any issue with some hardware in the field, your customer is down, right? Maybe it's the washing machine at some consumer's home, but maybe it's some equipment that's in a factory. So the first thing is you want to keep that customer happy and bring that customer up and running as soon as possible. So in the washing machine case, in all cases, if there is a QR code, and we can structure that QR code in such a way that when the end customer scans the QR code, initiates the video call, there is enough information in that QR code to tell the business who is calling and what item it's being called on. You make instant contact with the customer shows the issue, you assess what repair is needed. Sometimes all you find in certain cases is that you need to jiggle a cable or tighten a knob and the problem is solved. Sometimes you do need to dispatch a repair person, but at least you know what spare parts that repair person has to bring with him or with her, and in one visit, it's immediately done. I mean, you bring another good use case which is home improvement professionals and home design. Mm-hmm. If you need to do a repair on a house, do you want to go into that house, or do they even want you to come into their house? Eventually, maybe, but not when they are trying to understand what it would cost, what it means to get this repair. So why not, as a home improvement professional, as a plumber, as a carpenter, have that first interaction on a video call? You get to see the customer's environment. You understand the scope of repair. You can agree on an initial price, and then you can go in there by yourself or with your team and perform the necessary repair. And both sides will have also gotten to know each other doing this.
So one other thing that I've implemented is on my business card, I've put the QR code.
Yes.
So anybody that has my card, instead of them having to dial the number or go to send me an email, they can just hover their phone over the QR code and instantly have a live video conversation with me. So that's one way of making it easy for customers to connect, and also adding it into your email signature line. Click here to live call.
Yes, I do the same thing, and I'm going to show some capabilities here. Is that there are different URLs that you can put in your signature, and you can even configure them, whether they go to your profile page, whether they initiate a video call or an audio call.
Did you want to share your screen and show us that, Alex?
I thought I did.
It got unshared, so if you reshare it again, we'll put it back up on the screen.
I'm going to share it again. Share screen, this one, and share.
There you go. You're up
there. It is. All right. So 112.me/Aleks Gollu is me. But for our automotive domain customers, we had purchased the domain carexpert.io, carguy.io. So sometimes that link is what they put in their signatures and their QR codes. But we also give you the ability to create specialized QR codes. So I do have a QR code for my business card, and occasionally I create a separate QR code or a link if we are about to go to an event. So like this is the digital dealer where we met. The nice thing is when somebody scans that QR code and calls me, my screen tells me that, oh, this is somebody who is calling you from your business card, or this is somebody who is calling you who show you at the digital dealer campaign that you have run, right? So it's as simple as putting a link and it says tracker business card, right? So I know that this is somebody who has my business card who is calling me, right?
That's great.
So I'm going to stop sharing so that we don't add too much noise. Yeah. So, I mean, another thing that I wanted to talk about was the difference between what we do, what Zoom, GoToMeeting, Whereby, WebEx, and so forth, those solutions do. What this platform does, which we are using for this webinar, and what you can do with a WhatsApp or FaceTime, right? Because these are 4 different use cases. What we are doing here is Mark and I are on the podium. We are talking to a broader audience who are listening to us. But this was set at a certain time, and the audience, maybe they can send us some text chats, but that's about it. They are not participating. If you are a business and if you have a business meeting, which typically would be in a given room, or 6 people would get onto a audio line, you could actually use a solution like Zoom or Whereby, and we have that too. If you go room.11site.com, we're going to actually have rooms for our customers. You can get in a room and have a conversation. But that's very different than a customer calling a business, which is what we do, because the customers want to call their business when they want, and they either want to call an individual or a department to get help. It's not that they want to get in the room and wait and hope that there is somebody in there. They want to call and somebody needs to answer. So that whole Zoom thing is a very different use case. And as for WhatsApp or FaceTime, which we all use with our friends, that's great to use with friends. But if you are calling a business, you don't want to figure out, are they on Skype? Are they on WhatsApp? Do they have iPhones? Can I FaceTime with them? No, you don't want to do that. You just want to click a link and you want that call to go through. For the business, it's also a huge difference, because when I talk to somebody on WhatsApp, that's my personal line. It's not my business line. There are a lot of people who carry 2 phones. One is for their personal, the other is for their business. We basically make these video call lines device independent for the businesses. So we are, as I said, like a call center. Unlike a WhatsApp or Skype, the business can allow their employees to answer calls on any device. And it's very much like that professional corporate email address you have versus the Gmail email address that is your personal address. So if you're a small business with 10, 12 employees, you do want to know who is answering the call and are they answering the calls. So for that, in the back end, you need a platform that neither the WhatsApps will give you nor the Zooms, because Zoom is the room. You are calling the room, not the individual or a department. I hope that's clear. We'll actually do a blog post that actually explains all of this in the coming week.
So to summarize, the 1-1-Site live video chat tool, it's platform agnostic. It is totally scalable. It reports on the back end where the calls are originating from with a bunch of analytics. It's a super easy solution for your customers to call you directly. And it's at $10 per month. That is a very easy way to explore how a company can implement live video chat into their processes. And in 6 months from now, you will know, okay, this is absolutely necessary. I'm getting so much value from it. And then that would go down to the $39 per month for chamber members that are part of the RevGenApps.com ecosystem. But even if you had to pay the $99 per month and you're implementing this and your customers are communicating with you and showing you stuff and you're showing them stuff, that's like 2 trips worth of your time and fuel to go visit a client site and come back. I mean, you've burnt 2-3 hours. That's more than $100 worth of your time. So I fell in love with this technology when I first saw it, and I'm glad to be working. I'm proud to be representing your brand, Aleks.
Thank you.
And the one thing that I did not know, though, is the room feature. Can you expand a little bit more on how I would use the room feature of 1-1-Site?
So the same way we are giving you a personal direct line on which people call you, we will also allow our business customers to have a room that people can walk in. Now, are there going to be other people in that room or not? That's a different concept. But the reason we did that is we have a lot of other partners who are working with us and customers and said, you know, what we really need is this equivalent of a phone number or 800 line. So we would love to use your solution, but occasionally we're going to need to have multi-party meetings. So can there be more than 2 people on a call, or even 4 or 5 people on a call? Because 3-way calling is something we do have on the roadmap. So we decided it's not that difficult to add the room concept. So our team is working on that. So in the next couple months, that's going to be in our main product feature. So you would not need to get a separate Zoom or go to meeting account to just have a meeting room. Our platform will come with it.
So it's like a public space would replace.
Well, I mean, think about it as a physical room. Once it's all done, you're going to be able to lock the room if you want. So not anybody can come in, or you can use it as a public space where people can walk in. So there will be an owner of the room.
Okay. Any ideas on capabilities and limitations on number of people that you could put in there?
So what we find is that after like 10 people, it's not everybody interacting.
Yeah.
At that point, you have this streaming type of environment where there are a certain number of people who are talking. The rest is just listening.
Yeah,
that's a very different use case than I want to bring my business to my customers. I want to bring the showroom into their living room. But occasionally there are 3-4 people that need to get into a room and discuss something. I want to be able to do that too. So that's the capability we are adding.
So like a collaborating meeting room more than a presentation type of.
It will have the typical desktop sharing and those capabilities. And we'll do that. But I mean, the nice thing about our solution today, though, is your members can go to our website or go to your website and use that promo code or find the link and sign up today. We will ask you for a credit card. We will even give you a month free. So we'll charge you $1 so you can use it. I hope it helps you through these tough times. But in that process, you will also find that there are much broader use cases where you can save yourself time, save your customers time, build better relationships with your customers, accelerate sales show off all the services and products you have.
Awesome. Well, that takes us down to the bottom of the half hour here. Anything else, Aleks, that you think business owners or businesses could know about your service or just need to know in general before we close out this live stream?
I mean, the most important thing that I repeat is we are our first customer. So you need any help, just call us. Come to our website, click support, click sales, go to our contact page, call us directly, and we'll answer. And we do have business hour capabilities. So like if you call me after 10 p.m. at night, my line will be off, so my device won't ring, but you can always leave me a message.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Aleks. Thank you for coming on and being our guest today. And we will be talking soon. So you've just heard from Aleks Gollu, founder of 11Site live video calling. If you want to take advantage of the $10 per month promo, with the first month being $1, revgenapps.com products live video chat, and you'll see the promo code called Chamber Member. When you sign up at the 11Site, it'll take you from $99 per month to $10 per month with that promo code.
Perfect.
Thank you, everyone.
Look forward to working with all of your members.
Thank you, Aleks. Have a good weekend.
Hey, Mark.
Bye.